I'm sorry to break it to you guys. For you guys who still looking for a wife, for you guys who are still hoping that you'll find a nice woman, right? For you guys who still hoping that you can find a nice family, a nice woman to settle down and have a family with, right? I'm sorry to break the news to you, but tradition is dead. Tradition is dead in most places in the world, right? Most places in the world, tradition is dead, and technology killed tradition, man. These damn phones, that damn phone killed tradition. Yes, that damn phone killed tradition. Social media killed tradition. We killed it. It's done. It's done, right? All of it finito. It's finished, right? Every woman around the world has access to social media. And you'll be a fool to think that most of the women are the same. Most women around the world want the top tier guy. Most women around the world want to live a life of luxury. Most women around the world, they're seeing what's going on social media, right? They're seeing how these men are living. The top 10, top 20% of men, they're seeing how they're living, right? They're seeing how the women are living who are by their side. They're seeing how some of these other women are living. Some of these OnlyFans girls are living. Some of these social media influencers are living, right? Social media has corrupted the minds of the world. And not just women, but men as well, right? Imagine logging on to social media every single day and you seeing these guys with some of the hottest chicks, right? You seeing these guys with top tier women. You're seeing these guys make millions of dollars off of streaming. You're seeing these guys on yachts, right? You're seeing these guys in the Louis Vuitton store buying up the store. You're seeing them driving Lamborghinis and Ferraris and Hellcats and all of these different, cars, just living a life, traveling, right? Traveling to, the uh, Jamaica, Dominican Republic, Italy. You're seeing these guys live the life. And so much so that a lot of guys, they look at how some of these guys are living and they're like, I will never be able to live like that. So they go ahead and cut their feet off before they even start running. They cut their feet off before they even start being able to walk. Right? You got a lot of young guys who look at these guys and they already know or already feel like they'll never be able to live that way ever in their life. Right? And you have women who are they're not obsessed with getting married anymore. They're not stuck on marriage anymore. They're not stuck on, starting families anymore, right? Most women across the world, and I'm not saying all, but most women, they're stuck on wanting to live a lifestyle, right? They're stuck on wanting to live a certain kind of way. They're stuck on living above comfortable. And that's just facts for you guys who want to debate. Like, no, we can go to this place and find a tradition. Bro, every every developed country in the world is having a birth rate issue. Every country, almost every country in the developed world, every developed nation is having a marriage issue. Name a country that isn't having the same issue in America. May not be as drastic, But these same countries are having the same issues, right? You go to Canada, same issue, right? You go to much of Europe. Much of Europe is having the same issue. High divorce rates, birth rates declining, right? You go to Japan, same issue. Korea, same issue. China, same issue. South America, same issue. It's the same issue across the board. You're not going to find some sanctified woman who just been waiting on you since birth, and she's a virgin, and she wants to get married, and she's not practicing hypergamy to in no kind of on no kind of level. It's not happening. Much of the world is struggling with the same exact things. Much of the developed world is struggling with the same exact thing. And the developing world is starting to struggle with the same exact things too. India is struggling with those things. Many parts of Africa, developing Africa is struggling with those same exact things, right? For you guys who want to go to Colombia, like, come on, bro. For you guys who want to go to Dominican Republic, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Yeah, you're gonna find you a chick who's been waiting on a trick, right? She's been waiting to trick you, right? That's what she's been waiting on. She's been waiting on a sucker duck to come in and take a bad deal. Most of these chicks are ran through. We already know what's going on in Dominican Republic, man. We already know what's going on in Colombia. We know what's going on in Brazil, right? The Brazilian girls are not as what they call it traditional as some of you guys been led to think. No, it's not happening. Many Brazilian women are very much feminist. Oh, y'all didn't know that. Many of these women in these Spanish speaking countries, right? They're very much feminist, right? They're very much womanist. Tradition has died. Tradition died with these damn phones. I'm telling you guys, right? That's why when we talk about the East, that's why they tried so hard to restrict uh, what their citizens were seeing or what apps they were allowed to get on, right? There's a reason why many of them tried to do that, because they didn't want Western culture to infiltrate their culture. But now it's too late. It's too late. Then not only are we having a marital issue, not only are we having a birth rate issue, right? We're having economic issues across the world, right? So people don't even believe in families anymore, right? People don't even believe in hard work anymore, right? Because none of these things actually are feasible anymore. None of these things are feasible, right? Go watch my last video when I talk about hard work is dead. Hard work is dead. It's dead, and many people are waking up and smelling the coffee. Why bring children into this world if you can't even afford them? They're looking and seeing how people are living on these phones. They want to live that life, not knowing that that is the top 5% lives. That is the top 10% lives. But then when you live, when you've been raised to work hard, when you've been raised to go to school and get a degree, right? You've been raised on all these things that isn't necessarily bad, but now technology has sped up so much, right? We're seeing people get rich off of streaming on these phones. We're seeing people make a ton of money off of Instagram, right? We're paying attention to what's going on these phones, right? People are getting rich on these phones. People are starting businesses on these phones. People are trading on these phones. People are day trading on these phones. People are making faceless channels on these phones. People are doing all kinds of things on these phones, and they are making money, right? Never before in history are millionaires being created at such a fast rate. It is happening, right? It is happening, but people are not catching on fast enough, right? People are not catching on fast enough, right? People are losing their shits because they're seeing that they're not able to afford certain ways, just the basic necessities of life, right? Just the basic necessities of life. People can't even afford groceries. But then when you log on your phone, people buying Louis bags, right? And not saying that all of those people even have the money themselves, right? But it's just the perception, right? These phones have allowed us to alter reality, right? Some of these people have the money. Some of these people don't have the money and they just faking it. But that doesn't matter when we start talking about perception, because perception very much is reality. And social media, these phones, these apps have changed our very minds, bro. Right? It has changed the way that we think. The way that we think on things are different, right? It has literally changed our universe. Like our minds are so different. I can meet another person who just stays in a whole different universe because of what he is fed or what he is looking at on social media, right? He's probably never heard of some of the things that I'm seeing on my feed. He's probably never heard of some of the things that I'm seeing on my feed. We stay in alternate universes. These phones have brought us together, but separated us so much. So much is crazy that technology at its core, right? Social media at its core was meant to bring us together, right? But anytime money gets in the middle of things, anytime greed gets in the middle of things, well, we know the rest of the story from there, right? Divide and conquer, right? You can't have the masses thinking the same, right? You can't have the masses on one page. No, 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 no. We can't have that, right? We have to keep the slaves different. We have to keep the slaves fighting amongst each other, right? We let's pour money into dividing people. Let's pour money into uh let's pour money into feeding them different things. Let's pour money into these algorithms that literally changes their minds and alter their minds to the point where they're staying in totally different worlds. Not even just two separate worlds. There's probably a million, 1,000 different worlds, 1,000 different alternate universes that people are staying in just because of these different algorithms and these different social media apps and what we're fed on a daily basis and what this media outlet is saying and what that media outlet is saying and what this independent media outlet is saying. And then you have YouTube and different people are saying different things. There's so many different universes that we can live in nowadays. There's so many different lives we can live in nowadays, and it's all in this damn phone. All on one phone. I can make a call, I can log on to social media, right? I can submit a trade, I can send money, I can connect to a satellite, I can connect to GPS. Bro, and technology is going to continue, it's going to continue to get faster. It's going to continue to get better, and it's going to continue to alter our minds, right? And I really don't think that our minds were meant to alter this fast. Technology is just dropping at a fast rate that people are not savvy to what's going on, right? People are not savvy to what's going on. I just so happened to log on to uh, my iPhone, right? It got an update. It got an update, and I just so happened just to play around with the settings. So now Apple has it to where you can connect to a satellite. Let's say if you were stranded in the middle of nowhere, you weren't near any cell towers, no cell towers were near you. Now you can connect to a satellite, right? And send out a message or send out a call in the middle of nowhere. You can literally, it will tell you it'll tell you to move your phone so that your phone can align with the satellite. So in the case that you don't have signal, you can make a phone, a satellite call, or send a satellite message, right? That is crazy. That is crazy. And bro, people are not ready. People's minds are not keeping up with what's going on. And if you want to keep up with what's going on, you want to stay ahead and you want to basically survive in this next world, in this next reset, is almost important, is almost essential that you stay updated on these damn phones, right? Now these phones are like, they're like oxygen to us now, right? They're like, what can we do without the phone? What can we do without a phone? Especially like if you stay in major cities, you can't get around without a phone. You're not going to be able, we can't just look at a map and be like, yeah, I'm a turn left on Stupid Street. I'm gonna go right on Donkey Kong Street. And yeah, I'm gonna get on the expressway on 20. And bro, that's not happening. Who the fuck reading maps? Nobody's reading a map. Who knows how to read a map nowadays? Right? Who knows how to read a map now? Nobody. So GPS is even essential just to get around. Just doing daily tasks, we need GPS. We need these dang on phones, right? We're glued to it. It's like oxygen to us. Most people will probably have panic attacks if they lost their phone, right? You ever met somebody who lost their phone? You ever met, or have you ever lost your phone yourself and you was almost in panic mode, like, bro, where's my phone? Or if you ever broke your phone, cracked your phone, right? I can speak for myself. When I cracked my phone, which I've done multiple times, especially with these iPhones. But when I've cracked my phone, broken my phone to the point where I couldn't use it, bro, it set my life back a few days. It set my days back. It set me back by the week. Because everything that I do was glued to the phone, right? Even when we talk about work, right? Even when we talk about work, how many times have you had to use a phone for your job, right? When you talk about these warehouse jobs, you need a phone. Like they're scanning with phones, right? When you're talking about rideshare, Uber Eats, Lyft, some of these odd jobs, you need a phone. You need to connect to the apps, right? When you talk about banking institutions, financial institutions, guess what? You need this damn phone to connect to the app, right? And then when you talk about payment systems, right? A lot of these companies, a lot of these businesses are moving over to contactless payments, right? And I know, yeah, that's connected to the card, right? But more so to the phones, because that's what people are carrying every single day. That's what people are using on a daily basis. So we can't even leave these phones alone. They're so glued to our minds. It's like we can't live without it. We can't even breathe without the phones nowadays. And this is where we are in technology. And it's going to continue to get like this. There's going to continue to be technology that we can't even live. We can't even live with. There's going to continue to be things that we can't live with that are technology based. Right? It's going to get crazy. But these damn phones, man, they kill tradition. Tradition isn't coming back. Right? I know a lot of y'all want to believe that, conservatives is going to sweep the nation, and yeah, for who? For who exactly? Right? Women got minds of their own. They have minds of their own. They make decisions on their own time. Right? Long are the days where men are making decisions for women. Right? That's done. And if you go overseas, you will see that very much tradition is dead in many other countries as well. What used to work is no longer working in many countries, not just the USA, not just the United States, but this is a trend in a lot of other countries as well. Right? Marriage isn't working, right? Birth rates are falling, right? Marriages are decreasing. Marriages are decreasing and divorces are increasing across the globe, right? I don't know why y'all think that the girl in the USA isn't seeing the same celebrities in China or in Japan or in India or in Mexico or in Africa, right? They're seeing the same exact things. It was these damn phones, man. But what can you do now? You can't throw them away. I mean, for you guys who want to live off the grid, go ahead. I mean, whatever. That ain't stopping the show. That ain't slowing down anything, right? You put this phone down if you want to. You're gonna wake up and the world be 5 years ahead in a year. Tradition is dead. And it was for sure this technology. It was for sure these damn phones. And that's an after pill. Like, comment, subscribe, share. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.